Record. Okay. Hi, Kirill. As I told you before, this interview is for our course of teamwork and collaboration. Before we start, I have to read it the informed consent. You are invited to participate in Alter research that is exploring the lessons that marketers learn about working in teams over the course of their career. In this research, we are exploring the team effectiveness, the events or experience that contribute to your learning about high-performing teams, and to understand the marketer's approach to working in teams. We are inviting you to participate in the research. Participation in the research means that you give your consent for the research team to use the answer you give. You don't have to participate in the research to participate in the interview. These data are being collected for research purpose only. All data will be stored confidentially and accessible only to the research team. Your data will be combined with the rest of the sample for analysis, and overall statistic will be reported. Your name will not be used in any analysis or reporting. It is likely that Holt may publish research or other academic materials that makes use of data from this interview. However, the result will be aggregated and shared at the group level, and you as an individual participant will not be identifiable. Your participation in the research is voluntary, and you may withdraw your participation at any time and without reason.
Okay, I agree and give my consent.
Okay. Can you briefly introduce yourself, your background, before we start?
Okay, my name is Kirill Troyanov. I am currently an MBA student at Holt International Business School. Before pursuing the MBA program, I've worked for more than 10 years of investment banking and have quite extensive experience in that field.
Okay, perfect. For you, how important have teamwork and communication be to your success?
I think that's one of the most crucial parts of the success, both in education and during working on any project, since every activity involves many people, and how you can collaborate with them reflects in the success of the project. I think it's one of the crucial parts.
Okay, and what are for you other skills that are important when you're working in a team, like, for example, problem solving, decision making, and conflict resolution?
What time?
What are other skills that are important when working in a team? Other skills like, for example, problem solving, critical thinking.
While working in a team, I think the most essential part is how you communicate. It's kind of leadership skills. The communicating and leadership skills are the primary factors of success in working in a team, and only the secondary part is how you can critically assess the data or participate in applying your numerical skills and etc. Since when you work in a team, the most crucial part is how you can deliver your messages, to distribute work among team members. This is more important, in my opinion, than applying your technical skills. Am I answering your questions?
Yeah, it's clear. I have another question about these things. You think it's difficult when you work in a team deal with a cultural gap between between different person in the team?
Yeah, I think I think it is. I think since everyone expect from others the way of behavior he used to have, he used to apply to his own, but every team member has his own view of how the work should be done, and their mindset are usually different from other team members, and you should take it in mind when you collaborate within a team.
Perfect. Yeah. No, I asked you because I've never had the opportunity to deal with different culture in a team before I come here in Alta, and I think I think it's something that I've never paid attention a lot, but you have it's I think it's the toughest part to work in a team in my experience so far.
Yeah, I agree. Every person need to approach differently, assuming it's mindset, one's mindset. Yeah.
And what do you wish you knew earlier in your career about teamwork and communication?
Sorry, say it again.
What do you wish you knew earlier in your career about teamwork and communication? There's something that you knew earlier. I don't know, something that maybe cause you to make some mistake dealing with people in your work.
Yeah, when you start working in new environment with new people, you definitely do some mistakes in communicating with them, and you need some time to get along with each other, to understand the way of thinking of these people you communicate with, and maybe you expect a bit more from people that they can get you, and there is some time you needed to adjust your behavior to communicate more efficiently.
How do you think is important your personal characteristic in dealing with people?
Yeah, it's I think it's very important, since me personally is kind of demanding person, and I'm struggling to be less demanding to get along with people in a more efficient way. So.
Okay. How important is trust in your work?
Yeah, definitely. You need to trust your team members. Otherwise, you can create a collaborative team. Since if team members don't trust each other, they will do work independently, and there won't be any teamwork. Definitely. So. So the trust is one of the crucial part to communicate efficiently within a team.
Can you give me an example in your work where maybe there was a lack of trust, and how do you build it? How do you build it, and how do you recover it if it gets lost?
Yeah, I can give you an example. For example, you need to produce some marketing materials, for example, presentation. And you know that the people in your team are less experienced in making presentations. If you don't trust them to make some slides or prepare some materials, you'll do it independently and alone, and you will take more time to make this presentation, and you will have less time to do anything else. But if you trust your team members, you can explain what you expect to get from them, and focus more on other parts of the presentation. And this way you can produce a better product if you trust each other.
Oh, yeah, I agree. What is one habit you would recommended to a master in finance student that have to develop for teamwork and collaboration?
It's a difficult question. I think you first of all you should have to be you should have self-awareness and develop yourself personally at first. Be more responsive to your colleagues and teammates. Trust them, as we discussed earlier. And provide and receive continuous feedback to adjust your behavior and the way of communication.
So for you, trust it's the more important characteristic of an high performance team.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most essential part in creating high performance teams.
And I have another question for you. In your work, you've worked in investment banking. So basically, the base of your work was negotiation. What do you think is the most important key in negotiation? What is the key of negotiation for you?
It's a complicated question. First, the key of any negotiations is to be prepared, to know the subject very well, and to anticipate objections from the other side, and to have answers on any objections on shelf. I don't know, maybe that's it. Just to be prepared, and to know what you can expect from the other side, and respond accordingly.
How important is for you in this field the attention in detail?
Attention, how important?
Attention in detail. Pay attention to the detail.
To detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a technical skills. It doesn't relate to the teamwork, but
No,
overall,
it's about negotiation.
And
I'm talking about negotiation.
Banking, as I said in my response to the previous question, you should be prepared and to know your material very well, and attention to details is very important, because if you miss something, you can negotiate with your opponent efficiently.
Okay, Kirill. Well, then we can consider the interview done. Thank you for your time and for your answer. I hope we keep in touch in the future for maybe other project or other suggestion for works, and that's it.
I'm glad I was useful for your assignment.
Thank you, Kirill. Bye bye.